Alright, how to fix a leak in your pond. Well, first off, if you have a pump and a waterfall and a filter, turn all that off. And watch your water level. If your water level continues to drop, the leak is in the main part of the pond. Alright. Now, how to find out where it's leaking from and fix it while it's still filled with fish and water? I wish I had a trick for that. But, beyond figuring out it's definitely this pond, I'm just going to have to pull back all the rocks, catch all the fish, drain all the water, and yank the whole thing out and fiberglass it. I thought I'd share that experience with you guys. Might motivate somebody out there who's thinking, forget it, I'll just turn this pond into a garden, which is an option. But I think I'm going to dig it out. Alright, so you've decided you're not going to turn your pond into a garden. You've left your waterfall and everything off. You lost water, you know it's your pond. Look at the level. Where do you lose water to? We have a crack right here. And our water level is always dropping to about here. It was a little hard for me to find though because evaporation would change the water level. And so I wasn't sure, and I didn't see this, so I bailed out, I caught all the fish and bailed out all the water. But if you maybe looked a little closer than I did at your water level after you lose a bunch of water level, you might find where your hole is. And so now we're going to fix this hole. First thing we're going to do, we're going to drill some holes around this. That's for the fiberglass resin to stick into. We are going to sand this down and prepare the surface, and then we're going to fiberglass this. And I'm glad it was here and we found it. Otherwise, we'd have to pull all these rocks back, and we'd have to remove the whole preformed pond liner. But I'll show you the next step. Alright, here's what we're fixing now. We got our fiberglass resin here. Trying not to get it in the water. I did catch all the fish though. I'm gooping it in these holes. You saw I drilled those holes, and that's so that a bunch of fiberglass goes and goops in and gets behind and kind of makes this whole thing one unit. The crack, drill a hole at the top and the bottom of the crack so you stop your crack. Kind of like with car windshields and whatnot. That's the way you can fix those cracks sometimes. So drill your holes top and bottom of the crack, in the crack and around the crack. Goop your resin in, and we only got 6 minutes to work, so we're going to get this done and we'll show you it when it's finished. Here's all the fish in the nearby fish tank. But there's the finished hatch. All fiberglassed in. And so that should be the end of this video. Hopefully everything just goes back together nice. Get that waterfall working and everything. But I wanted to mention, as you're working with that fiberglass, you'll have a little bit left over. So do something cool. This is our barbecue area, and I covered this little landing with some of the fiberglass resin. Put a couple flowers in there. And so there you go. Another little idea and what to do if your pond is leaking. And I think they also have patch repair kits if you have the rubber liner, the EPDM rubber type liner. So yep, that's pretty much the same process. Cool. Hopefully you don't spring a leak. So here's the finished pond repair. Hopefully this video is helpful to you if your pond started leaking. We brought in some plants and some more driftwood and rocks. We'd started pulling the rocks off before we even needed to, and so that was good. We were able to put them back better than they ever were before. The water's still a little bit murky from all the plants being installed. I like this area. Let's see if you can see our filter. There's our filter back there. So this water will be clean pretty soon. I'm glad my leak wasn't in the very bottom. Otherwise I would have had to remove the entire preformed liner. But there you go. Hope you enjoyed this pond video. I hope it was helpful if you had a leak, but otherwise, hopefully your pond never springs a leak. Alright, have fun.